welcome back to the channel. You're probably thinking to yourself, what, a fox body video? It's been so long. And it hasn't been a long time. I think maybe August or September since I posted a video. And actually no work has been done on the car. I still have big empty fender wells here. So got a lot of work to do on this. So I wanted to take a few minutes and just talk about what I have planned. All right, let's take a look. I have a, looks like a yard sale table out here. So here's what I'm gonna be doing over the next few months here, a little spring fox body project. So you see I've got some new calipers there and brake hoses and some new rotors. So I thought those looked nice, pick those up. I'll be putting all my suspension back together. I've got my struts that I originally had before. I'm going to be using my same shocks as well. And the spindles all cleaned up and painted, so those look good. They're ready to go back in. Those are just the stock spindles. Got my caster camber plates, and then all my other little suspension pieces, tie rod ends, end links, all that good stuff. And then of course my lower control arms. And I'm actually going with the Steeda Sport Springs. And then I got some other odds and ends projects. I'm going to replace the radiator hoses, and I've got some cool little clamps here, all stainless steel T-clamps. So those are pretty cool. And of course, some of you know I am working on another little project with Altered Fox. That's me. So I'm going to have another video coming out shortly that talks more about Altered Fox and what we've got going on there. And speaking of which, one of the items is my radiator bracket kit, which has been, not my radiator bracket kit, alternator bracket kit, which has been one of my biggest sellers here, is the alternator bracket right there. So it's done quite well. So I'm actually assembling some new kits, and these are some of the new pieces that are going with those kits. And those should be available soon. But like I said, I've got another video coming out shortly that'll talk more about these hoses and the clamps and the alternator brackets. So the last bit of stuff you see here looks like junk. It almost is, really. This is everything that came out of my trunk lid. So I've got some pieces from the hinges there. I've got a wiring harness, brake light, and all of that. And that's kind of what's held me up from doing much more on the project. So I've been toying with the idea of painting the engine bay. So it needs a lot of cleanup work. You know, I don't want to do a full wire tug, but I do want to clean the wiring up some. So I've been thinking about painting this, and I've been thinking about painting it because of another project that I've been working on. And that's my trunk lid. So a friend of mine helped me get this trunk lid shaved a couple of months ago, and I got the new Radiator spoiler on there, which is pretty cool. So it needs to be painted. So before I paint it, the whole car is really in need of paint. This is a really poor paint job on here. And I can just take my fingernail and just run down, and all the paint just flakes right off of it. So before I paint the trunk lid, I need to decide what color to paint the car. And before I paint the car, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with all of this stuff, because you know, one of the things that needs to be painted is all in here behind the strut. All that part of the strut tower needs to be painted. So I could easily just paint that a gloss black, is kind of what I was thinking, and paint all this down here. But I was trying to decide if I wanted to paint the engine bay gloss black because I wanted to match the car. So I've been toying with a number of different paint colors, and you know, flat and satin gloss. So I think I finally decided to go with a gloss black for the entire car. So now that I've decided to go with a gloss black, you know, the front bumper cover needs to be replaced, and it's in really bad shape. It even has some cracks in it. And then you get to the fender here, and I want to shave the antenna hole, some other things. So I'm like, well, do I need to take the fenders off to do that? And then once you take the fenders off, then you get into the ground effects here on the side, because this has to come off. It's all one piece. It goes all the way down the bottom of the car there and up here and attached to the fender. So then I'm taking all that off. And then this ends up being, another year before I get this thing on the ground. So I think what I have decided to do is leave the engine bay as it is and not paint it. I may go ahead and do some cleanup work. And I am going to go ahead and paint just the inside of the strut tower. Get all that cleaned up, looking nice. And then I want to get the car back on the ground. So I'm going to do that. I'll go ahead and paint the trunk lid a gloss black. And that'll be fine if that doesn't match for a while. But if I can get this thing on the ground and drive it for a while, maybe drive it over the summer and wait until I pull the engine out to do the engine bay. And then I can do the fenders and front end all at the same time when I do that. So that could be another year or two down the road, I'm not sure. So that's it. That's the future of this car. And I just wanted to give everybody an update. I know it's been a while since I put out a video. It's been a while since I've worked on it. So you may have seen some other videos pop up for some bathroom renovation I've been doing, some other odds and ends. So I want to hear from you guys kind of what your thoughts are on my plan here and what you think about my product selection. This car is not really going to be a track car or a strip car. It's really going to be just a street driven grocery getter, but also fun to drive. A lot of this stuff I'm replacing just so it's safe. So that's really it. I just wanted to get some feedback from you guys, see what you thought. And hopefully I'll have another video coming out soon. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a video putting the brakes in. Maybe I will if you want to see a brake installation video, which will include the new calipers and brake hoses. Just put some comments down below and I may try to record that. The brakes, when you replace the brake calipers, you have to move kind of quick, and it's kind of difficult to film that unless I have a helper here doing some recording. It definitely takes both hands. It's a quick job swapping the hose out and the calipers. So I'll try to record that. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you want to watch me put all this stuff in, and we'll see you next time. See ya.